I'm going to show you really quick how to attach the bands to the bench press. I'll go with the lighter bands. Very simple. You're just going to hook it underneath a band peg or a dumbbell if you don't have band pegs. Put it up on the bar. Same thing on the other side. And you're done. I suggest that if you're going to train with bands, you put the bands on the bar first. You don't put them on at the end after you've already warmed up. That way it doesn't throw you out of your groove and mess things up. You also get more effect from the bands by using them for more sets. Some of the effects that I'm speaking about is if you have a lot of band tension and a low bar weight, it's going to work your central nervous system, it's going to work your intermuscular coordination more, because you're not going to have the weight to kind of stabilize the band, so it's going to be throwing you around a little bit. So you'll, right from the start, if you're just using bands with an empty bar, you're going to be working and warming up your stabilizers more than if you didn't have the bands on the bar. Next, I'll show you how to set the bands up for a pin pull. Because the bands are shorter, you don't have to quadruple them or double loop them or whatever you've been doing. You can pretty much just slip the bands on the bar as is, and you're good to go. So that would be for a pin pull, or using the band pegs. There's a lot of different setups you can do as far as hooking them under, back up on, going with a double pull this way, and whatnot. The bands will work with the deadlift platform. I know a lot of people out there already are using the bands for the deadlift, and they're using the platform. The only thing that I would suggest with that is you want to use an open band, which means if you're going to put it underneath the platform hooks to where it's going to spread apart, you're going to put the bar in between one of the bands instead of underneath, as so, both of the bands. Trust me, the tension will still be there. The bands won't stretch as high if they're going to be doubled like that, so you're looking at the risk of breaking the bands. We have strong enough bands. The yellow bands, we calculated at the top of a sumo deadlift on an average guy to be close to 325 pounds. So you don't need to worry about the band tension with that. So don't double them up underneath the band platform because the stretch is going to be too great. Our calculations are not set up for that with the chart as well. The calculations are set up for basically a band peg or a dumbbell. So what I'm going to show you here will be close to those same calculations, but the tension will be a little bit higher because I'm going to put them under my feet, which is going to spread the bands a little bit more. One of the other reasons why we wanted to go with the shorter bands was for the deadlift, because a lot of people do not have a deadlift platform and don't have the ability to train their deadlift with bands. So when you go shorter, all you have to do is slip the band underneath your foot, evenly. Make sure the bands are even on the bar, and then from there, you just deadlift. Step out, next guy can go, and next set, all you do is slip back under there again. Once again, we have bands that range through 6 different tensions, from pretty easy to extremely heavy. The thing you can use the bands for is, if you do any type of machine work, is to attach them to the machines. A lot of machines, the way that they're built, they don't accommodate the strength curve as well as what they really should. So to accomplish that, and by that what I mean is at the top, the exercise becomes easier where it should actually become harder. So if you put a band on, what happens then is the tension will increase throughout the range of movement to accommodate the strength curve. So we've used the bands on pretty much every machine that we have. So you just throw them on, throw your weight on with it, and it will accommodate that strength curve a little bit. A couple other things that you can do with the short bands that I'm not going to have time to actually film and make into or drop into the exercise index is to use them between your wrists when you bench press. What this will do here is it will cause you to pull the bar apart harder, which is going to activate the triceps more. And it will teach you to do that as well. So it'll just be your regular bench press. Pull apart, out, and bench back up. One other thing that's been really good for my shoulders, and a lot of people that I've recommended too, I call it the spider walk with the short band. I used to use them with a double or with a long mini band, but I didn't get the range of motion I was looking for. Basically, hands against the wall, then all you do is walk your hands around in different positions in a random order for your rotator cuff, shoulders, lats, and even pecs. So those are two real quick exercises that you can try out and let us know what you think.